here is the Crown Prince of Iran and a call to arms. Now, this is a 3-minute clip and it does go on and it has got subtitles, but I think within this clip you do start to see the strategy that's going to be being employed. The West, what they do when they're disrupting regimes, they cut the head off the regime and they usher in a democratic process with a 5-step plan and a roadmap, and they choose who's going to be running the country. And I think it's pretty obvious that this gentleman you're about to see here has already struck the deals. He's already had discussions with Israel, with America, with the rest of the world, I would imagine. And this is the pick for the man, the future leader, or however it's going to work, or certainly the man that's going to lead his people out of the current grip of this religious theocracy. And he's talking business here, so here's that gentleman.
همیهنانه جمهوری اسلامی به پایان خود رسیده و در حال سقوط است. خامنه‌ای همچون موشی هراسان زیر زمین پنهان شده و کنترل اوضاع را از دست داده است. آنچه آغاز شده برگشت ناپذیر است. آینده روشن است و ما با هم از این پیچ تند تاریخ عبور خواهیم کرد. در این روزهای دشوار دل من با همه شهروندان بی‌دفاعی است که آسیب دیدند و قربانی جنگ طلبی و توهمات خامنه‌ای شدند. من سالها کوشیدم تا میهنمان گرفتار آتش جنگ نشود. پایان جمهوری اسلامی، پایان جنگ 46 ساله آن با ملت ایران است. دستگاه سرکوب رژیم در حال فروپاشی است. تنها یک خیزش همگانی لازم است تا این کابوس برای همیشه پایان یابد. اکنون زمان ایستادن است. زمان بازپسگیری ایران. همه با هم، از بندر عباس تا بندر انزلی، از شیراز تا اصفهان، از تبریز تا زاهدان، از مشهد تا اهواز، از شهر کرد تا کرمانشاه به صحنه بیاییم. پایان این رژیم را رقم بزنیم. نگران فردای پس از سقوط جمهوری اسلامی نباشید. ایران دچار جنگ داخلی و بی‌ثباتی نخواهد شد. ما برای آینده ایران و شکوفایی‌اش برنامه داریم. ما برای 100 روز نخست پس از سقوط، دوران گذار و استقرار یک حکومت ملی و دموکراتیک برای ملت ایران و به دست ملت ایران آماده ایم. خطاب به نیروهای نظامی و انتظامی، امنیتی و دولتی که این روزها بسیاری از آنها به من پیام می‌فرستند. برای حفظ رژیمی که سقوط آن آغاز شده و حتمی است، روبروی ملت ایران نایستید. خود را فدای رژیم پوسیده نکنید. با ایستادن در کنار ملت، جان خود را حفظ کنید. در گذار از جمهوری اسلامی نقشی تاریخی ایفا کنید و در ساختن آینده ایران سهیم باشید. ایران آزاد و آباد پیش روی ماست. باشد که به زودی در کنار شما باشم. پاینده ایران، زنده باد ملت ایران.
You know, when you're looking at somebody like Iran, they are, to all intents and purposes, the center of all of the nastiness that comes out in the Middle East. The hatred for Israel and the countries around it, the continual funding of terrorist organizations all around the world, including Europe, including the United Kingdom, including America. The dictatorship or the religious theocracy of Iran is responsible for a lot of darkness. And when you're looking at taking a country out or taking the head, the government of a country out, that's going to have a large impact on the rest of the world. I don't think you could pick none better at the moment than the country of Iran. It seems like if you stop the leadership of Iran doing what they're doing, then the world, quite literally, is going to be a better place. And so I, for one, I'm never a fan of war, but if it has to be done, it has to be done. The Houthis, Hezbollah, Hamas, all the H's there, all the H terrorist groups, they were all deeply funded by Iran, as well as countless other things. And it's time that they had their comeuppance. They've been spreading their hate throughout the world, and it's come home to roost.
Iran had nuclear weapons, as is always alleged, this would not be happening. Israel would not be attacking Iran. America wouldn't dream of threatening to attack Iran if Iran had nuclear weapons. If I can put it very colloquially, succinctly, nobody will ever attack North Korea. They'll sanction it, they'll isolate it, they'll laugh at it, but they will never, ever attack it. Nobody will ever attack Pyongyang. Nobody will ever bomb Pyongyang, because Pyongyang has a government that is bristling with nuclear weapons and has the balls to use them in extremis.
So that's the flavour of what we're going to be seeing over the next few weeks. In terms of the world, this is going to ultimately be a good thing. However horrible war is, and I never advocate for war because people die, and it's easy to talk about war when you live in England, because I've never experienced a war, and so I don't want to appear glib when I talk about it. But the death emanating from Iran now, before the war, is on a scale unimaginable, particularly when you look at Hamas, the Houthis, Hezbollah, all of the terrorist cells around the world, the way that Iran conducts itself. This is the time to stop Iran and to also bring the Iranian people back into, if we can say, back into the 21st century, because the last time they experienced true freedom was in the 1970s. So for the Iranian people and for the world, I'm pro removing the leadership in as least bloodthirsty way as possible with the least amount of deaths. I think this leadership needs to be removed, and the world will be a better place for it. Thanks very much for your time.